Hey YouTubers, it's me again, Nephew back to my art today. I did say that I was going to go ahead and make a part 2 to the previous videos that you probably have already seen. Now, I actually had to tell my neighbor, Cat, he's, what, 19? No, I don't want to say his name, but I think it's 19, it is 19 or 23, I'm not sure. But, you know, I constantly get on him and pulling him his pants up, so that's enough about that. However, I really want to go ahead and touch base on something that I actually have learned. And it's something that, quite frankly, my teacher has talked about. And that actually deals with blood in your foods. And, you know, according to my teacher, you know, pretty much, you know, taking classes, he did say that those who actually have, you know, a flesh-eating diet that you constantly have meat, they're not going to actually survive because, you know, you're going to see, you know, we already have been seeing, you know, prices of the food sky high. You know, they're going way up there towards Mount Everest. And at the same time, you know, you don't even actually know exactly what's actually in these foods that we actually are taking into our bodies, that we end up having a, you know, a different reaction to it. What I've actually learned is basically through one of, you know, Master Teacher's writings, you know, what he actually has written is called Feeding the Forces. And a very, very good sister of mine, you know, she's been in the doctrine for like 20 years. I only been in there for like 20 seconds. And she basically, you know, let me hold her book. And it's called Feeding the Forces. You need to find that book. Find that book from any Nawapian, true Nawapian, the follower of Master Teacher Malachi Z. Remember, we need him out. So how we need him out? Well, whatever that he's writing, apply it. Like Feeding the Forces, for example, I actually have read it. And of course, I read my own notes. It actually did state that, quite frankly, you know, we basically, I know it's the weekend, we want to go ahead and party and whatnot, and then what it actually did state in that book is pretty much dealing with alcohol, you know, and what I've actually learned is that we have, you know, 30 beings within ourselves. So it's like, okay, that kind of makes sense because, you know, you have 46 chromosomes, you know, 23 from each parent, you know, combined makes you know, you have 46 chromosomes, so you have 30 beings. And every single time when, you know, I have to go out, like late in the shadow hours, I would go down to the supermarket, you know, just stock up on, you know, things for the children to snack on throughout the day, or something that I want to snack on, or I had to pick up, you know, formula, or something like that. You know, of course I'm not nursing right now. The only thing is that I constantly see a lot of the adults, you know, young adults, you know, a little bit old, but a lot of young adults, you know, from age of 36 going straight down, constantly hitting these clubs, and there's a bar up the street from where I live at. Of course, alcohol. And the thing is that, you know, one thing that I did learn through the doctrine, thanks to Master Teacher, is that the fact that, you know, that is like a being, and that being is telling you, yeah, drink more alcohol, keep drinking, you know, not realizing that it's damaging your you know, your liver, your kidneys, and, you know, we just don't even care anymore. And that's the saddest thing, and I heard that part, you know, from another teacher, you know, and he's a very good teacher. Check him out, Phil Valentine, Brother Reverend Phil Valentine. If you know about, you know, Brother Black Dot, you know, and know about Delbert Blair, and go to Bobby Hemmett, you know. Don't take my word for it. The same way how Master Teacher said, don't take my word for it. Research it yourself. You know, do that. And anyway, back into the forces. Constantly drinking, and you know, you keep giving that force, you know, your energy. So you feed into that force. It, you know, goes from number 30 to number 29. And you constantly feed it till it hits to number 1, and you have absolutely no control over yourself. Why you think we got all these AA meetings, these other, you know, drinking problems that we actually have to face within our own community, within our own family? Because we constantly feed into that force. Okay? Stop it. Okay? like I said in a previous video, you can have an enjoyment, you can enjoy yourselves without drinking alcohol, okay? You can do that, you know, and it's by choice, and I strongly suggest you put that force away. You know, I was tempted because I used to drink too, and then of course I was an avid drinker of coffee, reading the force, and it turns out that according to master teacher, you know, he did mention that, well, not mention, but he did, you know, definitely say that, you know, basically, you know, the blood that basically goes from an animal after, you know, you have like, you know, pork, beef, what is actually, you know, being used with that blood that actually comes out of that flesh. And I was actually told by a sister who studied under master teacher that it goes into coffee, goes into chocolate, and the fillings, and that actually stuck me. Ugh. That okay. I'm not trying to scratch, but it does make me want to scratch. However, I'm thinking onion. I love chocolate. Love coffee. You know, that's all I actually drink to stay up. You know, back in high school, you had them early morning, crazy behind classes. Okay, from like 7:15 in the morning, Bushwick. And I just had to have some coffee because I wanted to sleep. Now, okay, well, fast forward, I'm an adult, I'm married, I have children, I still drink coffee, and then I actually was talking to her, and she was telling me that it, you know, it contains blood. That's it, pretty much. I'm like, what are you talking about? Coffee don't contain blood. Is ground up beans? No. It's the ground up beans, and they actually, you know, use the blood after they go in and take the animal to slaughter. That blood that is actually coming out of the animal goes into the coffee. So, here's my suggestion, and she actually told me, you know, go organic. Okay, there is a coffee that's called Pero, P-E-R-O. Go to your health food store and pick it up, and I tell you, it's a lot better. I mean, you can't even taste the difference, but you will know mentally because of master teacher. It does not contain any type of blood, no animal blood, you know. And he did say, and I know for a fact because I was actually watching one of his classes, I actually have it. He did say that, you know, quite frankly, manifestation, you know, manifestation, basically they pretty much put all these poisons into the ground. They poison their water, they poison, you know, their animal food. You know, they eat animals, you know, chicken and beef, which is actually coming from a cow, mad cow disease, and then they end up with the deadly diseases because you're taking in that. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that you gotta give everything up within one shot. Okay? Some can, some cannot. Okay, you have to wean through, you know, your own little obstacle course to get to that point. Okay, now you definitely do not want to feed into that force. Definitely, anger is a force for me. You know, it's also a sin. Constantly, always angry about something. All right, listen here. I'm talking to you, all you little miserable little ruts. You know, especially when you have people, men and women, black men and black women, who's actually loving you and giving you support and whatnot, and all you want to do is stay miserable. Okay? You know what? Go somewhere else. And those of you that actually constantly are staying miserable, you know what? Sometimes it is best to leave them alone. Okay? Because they want to wallow in their own misery and, you know, every single minute. You know, oh, I'm incapable of being loved, or I just feel so depressed, I can't, you know, do anything. Listen here, okay? Remember, everything that you're taking into your body has a chemical effect. It has an adverse, it has a strong effect on your body, okay? You're feeding into that force, okay? Well, definitely what I have seen, all because of reading this booklet, this book by Master Teacher, Feeding the Forces, you know, on a consistent basis, as far as the drinking, as far as, you know, yelling, and, you know, going against what this inside part of you, the inner voice, is telling you to do. Okay? And at the same time, you also got to use a better judgment. Alright? However, You know, you want to do what you want to do, but I suggest, if you really truly want to get off everything, especially smoking, look here, I'm going to get right down into it. I mean, I'm not supposed to sit like this, but darn it, I need to tell you, okay? Because I can't say the other D word because it's a profanity, and I did promise I will not do that. Smoking contains all the ingredients that you find in your kitchen. Your kitchen, people. From your pesticides was like what? Roach spray, okay, cleaning products. Products that you clean your toilet with. Come on, you smoking that. I mean, you're not stupid. You know, and at the same time, I mean, if you're actually hearing me, this is what's going on. This is the actual force. You know, you're constantly destroying your lungs. Okay? We do not smoke under any circumstances. Not even for recreational circumstances. We don't even smoke. Don't do it. Okay? Don't do that. Okay? Because you're taking in all those carcinogens in. Yeah, you gotta worry about, you know, the gas in the air, what you smell, what you actually inhale. Yeah, but when you constantly doing that, like smoking, cigarettes, you know, all that other gunk into your lungs, and you wonder why you have COPD. You wonder why you need a lung transplant. Okay? Stop smoking. That force is going to kill you. Alright? People, it actually costs us like almost $500 a tank for oxygen when you get oxygen for free. Take care of your body, and your body will take care of you. Okay? Learn that. You can only learn that through Wunuwupu, through the Wapians, through the Nawapian nation that Malachi Z. York put together. All of his energy, his, you know, his love and passion. Okay, because he doesn't want to continuously see our nation, our people, our black people continue to fall. Alright? Stop getting into the forces. Stop smoking. Stop drinking. Take care of your health. Okay? All of that will actually be a lot better. And when you stop, you start seeing a whole lot better difference of a clearance in your skin, how you feel. Yeah, it's not easy, you know, try to get off that nicotine. But I always said it wasn't easy for me to stop drinking, you know, because I used to drink, you know. I'm not talking about beer. I'm talking about, like, you know, wine coolers to wine to scotch. You know, I tried vodka, and at the same time, I'm like, okay, I know for a fact where my limit is, where I get tipsy, but that's the point where I actually throw up on everybody else. Okay, one of my other colleagues did that when I was back in New York, working for this company named J&R, selling products, you know, to different businesses, you know, commission. I know, alright? Don't feed into the force. The only force that you need to be feeding in is into yourself. You're supposed to be the number one force, okay? If you let smoking be the number one force in your life, you're going to basically not be able to make it. You can't breathe. If you can't breathe, you can't live. If you can't live, you know, basically, you're definitely going to just die. Let those forces go. Be your own force. Okay? Not the type of force when you think about Star Wars. Okay? But be your own force. And if you need help, seek help. And I suggest you seek help through the doctrine, through Wunuwupu. Get the help that you need. We need Master Teacher out. Okay? More videos coming to you. Hold tight.